Hello and welcome back to Tinker Talks Guns. So, earlier this year, I did a project that I referred to as the LDD, or Latter-Dat Detonics. It was my modern rendition of the classic Detonics Combat Master. And I was pretty happy with it, and in fact used it as an EDC for some time. But it always irked me that it wasn't quite as small in the handle as the original Detonics, and there were some other things that I thought could maybe be better. So, being me, I did this. And we're going to go to the tabletop and show that to you. But first, I'd like to thank my supporters on Patreon. This all costs money, and your contributions help more than you know. If you'd like to join my supporters, there is a link in the description below. I'd also like to thank channel benefactors who have been very helpful in providing me with guns to present to you, donations of ammunition and other things, and also a very great help. And a shout out to Rain City Shooting Center for hosting a video for me and allowing me to shoot their rental guns for videos. So, on to the tabletop. So, first and foremost, I shortened the grip frame to the length of the original Detonics Combat Master. Not realizing the can of worms I was opening, not the least of which was having to do a custom sear spring, because the Detonics, being so much shorter, uses a much shorter sear spring. I also had to modify the grip safety, of course, which is no longer a grip safety, to accommodate the full-length mainspring housing. There are some unsightly gaps here, which is why I didn't do this the first time around. But I will figure out a good fix for filling those in later. I also had to shorten a magazine. So the magazine's capacity has dropped from 8 rounds to 7. I can live with that. And I fabricated an aluminum bumper pad with 20 line per inch checkering cut on the front, so that it provides a full 3-finger grip without really compromising concealability. And had to shorten the grips, of course, do some little rearranging there. And I changed over to a stainless commander's hammer because it improved the trigger pull without any real effort on my part, and I'm all about no real effort on my part. The elephant in the room, or on the muzzle, is this. I have cut the frame down to mimic this curve on the slide, because it always bugged me to have just the straight line there, which I think looks pretty good. And then I ported the barrel, and since I had to put the front sight behind the barrel, or behind the port in the barrel rather, all this metal up here wasn't really doing anything, so I took it away and cut in this angle, which exposes the port and reduces the weight of the slide slightly. And let's face it, it looks badass as hell. Yes, I lost about 1/4 inch of sight radius. I can deal. The trigger is now about 3.5 pounds. And the reset is pretty much standard 1911 short. It's not a super short reset like I do on more competition-oriented guns. So I'm really happy with how this has come out, and it works very well. The port has a very discernible effect. A couple people who've shot this have commented that it is uncommonly soft shooting, and I gotta say, it lays in rapid fire and double taps commendably. It's just really nice to shoot. I also replaced the rear sight and the front sight. And I'm probably going to replace the front sight again because this one is too short. I mean, if it's too tall, I can make it shorter. This one's too short, I can't make it taller. It's gonna have to be replaced. But right now the gun is shooting a good 6 inches high at 7 yards, which is kind of unacceptable. Even bearing that in mind, though, it is delightful to shoot, and I'm really pleased with the changes. What I failed to mention on the tabletop also is that I refinished the gun with gun coat in light satin gray with black accents, which I think looks really good. I was a little on the fence about the color until I started spraying it on the gun and went, oh yeah, this is going to work. And so, very happy with how it's come out. Very happy with how it shoots. There's an oddity that used to occur with authentic combat masters. My friend Leah, who shoots 1911s and 2011s just fine, without issues, has grip sensitivity issues with this gun, and only with this gun. It gets failures to extract when she tries to fire it. Detonics never figured out why it happened on their guns. I can't figure out why it's happening on this gun. So I guess I reproduced it better than I expected. Anyway, really happy with this. Love the way it looks. I love the treatment on the muzzle. It's just very cool, and I don't think there are going to be any more major changes. I don't even know what I would change. So, there you have it. The LDD-1 in what may well be its final form. Who knows? Anyway, I hope this finds you well. Stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you again real soon.